Thank you for tuning in. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's begin this edition first up with a quick check of the headlines. Election Commission of India says voter turnout of 13.13% recorded in the first 2 hours of voting in the first phase of Bihar Assembly elections. India's Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal discussed expanding opportunities in the Indian aviation sector with Air New Zealand CEO while he was en route to Rotorua. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan takes a dig at Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir, says country under the rule of Asim law, most tyrannical dictator in history, goes on to call him mentally unstable. North Korea slams US sanctions on Pyongyang, vows to take proper measures to counter it. Belgium minister describes drone disruptions at various airports over the weekend as intentionally disruptive, says the flying objects were operated through 4G and 5G cell phone networks that are difficult to detect. US fires Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile days after President Donald Trump urged the military to restart nuclear weapons testing for the first time in over 30 years. Department of War confirms development, talks about peace through strength. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum calls for sexual harassment to be made a crime nationwide after being groped on the street. Millions of lamps lit on the ghats of Kashi carry wishes for happiness and prosperity along the banks of River Ganga, marking Dev Dipavali. US dollar slips from multi-month highs as improving risk appetite eases pressure, but remains firm due to stronger yields and lack of fresh US data. Meanwhile, the British pound comes under pressure ahead of Bank of England meeting. Amanda Anisimova stuns world number 2 Swiatek in 3 sets of the WTA finals. The two-time Grand Slam finalist now joins the undefeated Elena Rybakina in the knockout stage in Riyadh.